Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday the 21st of March 2022. Now obviously this week is International Week. There's not a lot going on. So the videos this week I imagine will be pretty thin and not very long. And you'll find out what I mean as we go through today's video, because there's not really a lot going on today. It's mainly under 23 stuff. So let's just jump into it, and here we go. We did have this. Now, despite our heavy 2-0 defeat at Stoke at the weekend, Mr. Murray Wallace has made the Championship Team of the Week. And like I'm saying, that tells you all you need to know, really, in terms of Player of the Season vibes. Murray's got it going. And this is from Sky Bet Championship's Twitter account. They've tweeted this out. You can see there, obviously, also as well. If I don't know if you noticed that, their Stoke City goalkeeper was in that team as well. So there you go. Murray Wallace making the Team of the Week, even though we lost. So interesting. There, thought it was interesting. Thought I'd share that with you guys. Moving on now to this, some sad news now. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. I can't fit it into one tweet. Millwall defender's reaction to his season being ended following surgery. Junior Tiensia has confirmed that he's set to miss the remainder of the 21-22 campaign after having an operation on his hamstring. Yeah, I told you a couple of weeks ago now, probably, that I think in one of the loan watches, that he got injured for Dartford. He was playing for them, he got injured for them, and it looked a really bad injury. So much so, they immediately went out and loaned another player in his position, loaned him from Leyton Orient. So you kind of suspected that it was a bad injury that was going to be out for the rest of the season, and we have it confirmed now. The 21-year-old Millwall defender spent the first half of the season on loan at Dover Athletic, where he made 13 appearances before moving to Dartford on a month-long deal. He played just 2 games for them before picking up injury. The South London club's academy product is out of contract at Den in the summer. Tiensia wrote on Twitter, "Loads to say on this matter, but I can't fit it into one tweet." And there's a picture of him there in the hospital bed, it looks like, with what would you call that, a brace and some kind of cast sort of thing on his left leg there. It doesn't look good, and he's got a pillow under his leg to keep it up. But he has to be don't know, does he have to be set to that angle? It's all very weird, where are we at? Today I had my operation on my hamstring, which has me out for the remainder of the season. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Dartford FC for the welcome and the players through, and also thank the staff and the players through this tough period. Also, the constant support I'm getting from Millwall FC is very much appreciated. I ask you to have me all in your prayers as I take my first steps to recovery there. So there you go. Really bad hamstring injury. I think that's, what is that, like the 5th player to go down with a hamstring injury now. He obviously got this at playing for Dartford. I'm not sure if it was at their ground or an away ground, but yeah, another hamstring injury for a Millwall player this season, which is absolutely crazy. He's out for the rest of the season. He's going to have rehab now. He's getting to that kind of stage in his Millwall career now that you would have thought that he might have been one of the ones released in the summer. Now, as far as I can tell, that I think if they do release him in the summer because he's injured, I think there's an agreement with the PFA that he can still carry on rehabbing at Millwall, and till he gets back to a level. I'm not sure how that works, but I think that's the situation. Yeah, hopefully, whatever happens, he recovers and helps heals up nicely. Okay, so obviously under 23 player out on loan at the moment, but we have under 23's team playing today. Now Gary Rout said last week that some of the first teamers might be involved in the under 23 games, because we've got 2 this week. We've got one today, Monday, and we've got another one on Friday. Obviously there's no league game for us at the moment because of the international break. So he did say that some first teamers might be involved. Now this the game today, the one you're seeing on your screen, is it was an away game at Wigan Athletic, so that's a long way to go. It was a 1 o'clock kickoff as well. I'm not sure if how long the players whether they went up there overnight or they got up super early. Probably 6. How long would you have to get up? Probably 5-6 a.m. to get to Wigan for 1 o'clock. Yeah, I imagine they probably travelled up there like yesterday night, probably. No, but anyway, however they got up there, obviously we've seen this. This came out just before kickoff. The lineup came out, and not a first teamer to be seen, which was a bit of a surprise. So, but what was involved was 3 trialists. So no first teamers, a few trialists, and not a lot going on otherwise. So that was the team that got announced, and the result was 3-1 defeat. This is from WiganAthletic.com. It's Wigan's official club website, and I imagine we'll be getting the Mill side of the story tomorrow, but this is what happened. Yeah, so Abdul Malik scored for us in the 19th minute. I'm just going to scroll through and pick out the relevant bits, because this is obviously written from the Wigan point of view, so I don't want to bore you with details about Wigan. So Latics almost doubled their lead just 3 minutes later after Cousins drove forward from midfield and released McGrath, who cut inside from the left before hitting a low shot towards goal, but his effort was well saved by Lions keeper Jordan Gilmore. Murphy's side continued their bright start. Blah blah blah. The Lions, however, brought the game back level in the 19th minute through Abdul Malik. The Millwall forward showed good anticipation to intercept a loose back pass and dink the ball over the on-rushing Watson. Sweet, nice. Millwall then had the chance to complete the turnaround on the half-hour mark when Kareem Isikaya was sent in the clear on the left-hand side, but Watson was on hand to make an excellent save at his near post. Now, notice you there, they say Kareem Isikaya, but who's that? He's not on the list. Well, he is, because he's one of the trialists. So the Wigan Athletic let the cat out of the bag. Kareem Isikaya was one of the trialists for Millwall. Now, who's that? Well, we'll get onto that in a minute. McHugh was once again at the heart of the action for Murphy's side after he won a penalty in the 51st minute when he was brought down as he looked to shoot inside the area. McGrath stepped up to take the resulting spot kick, but Gilmore got down low to parry the ball away from danger. So Jordan Gilmore there saving a penalty. Fantastic. When we were, was it 2-1 at that point? I think so. It might be 1. No, it was 1-1. So Jordan Gilmore saved a penalty when it was 1-1. But they scored in the 53rd minute anyway. Watson was then the hero at the other end for Murphy. That's the goalkeeper, Wigan goalkeeper. At the other end for Murphy's side after he produced a stunning save to keep Latic's lead intact on the hour mark. Arthur Penny climbed the ice to meet Sean O'Brien's corner at the far post, but the Latic's keeper somehow clawed his effort over the crossbar. Athletic sealed the victory with just 12 minutes remaining on the clock through the Trialists, the composed strike. That's their one, not ours. Gilmore raced off his line in an attempt to clear a loose ball. However, he was unable to wicket clear, and the ball was worked to the Trialists to place his effort into the empty net from the edge of the area. So there you go. But like I said, so they let the cat out of the bag with Kareem Hezekiah. So who is that? Now he is a striker. I believe he was probably number 9 there, number 9. I'm not sure about that, but I think he's that kind of centre forward type player. And he was, or he is, was, well, I say was because he was playing for an Icelandic club. Well, according to this, he was signed for them. Now, apparently, so hang on. According to this, he joined them in March 2021. So he joined them last season for the Summer League, and I imagine so. It's Iceland. The clue's in the name, not the supermarket, the country. Iceland is covered in ice, so they have to play their league in the summer. So I imagine he played there for them last season. Now, unfortunately, they play in the second tier in Iceland, and they finished rock bottom, so didn't do too well. They're obviously trying to get some players in and decided to sign young English-based players. Didn't really work out for them, but hey ho. So he used to play for Viking Olafsvik, and as a centre forward. Now I'm trying to find out some information about how that he got on there, but can't really find anything out. But he was with Charlton under 23s for a while. Then he went to Welling, and then he joined Viking Olafsvik. So there you go, and it looks like he's trying to come back to England, and interesting player. So obviously being kind of lined up. He's 21 years old, I believe. Yeah, he is 21. He was just turned 21, so he's got another 2 years in the under 23s, and our under 23 team is actually quite young, so you would imagine he's being lined up to bring a bit of maybe experience, bit more maturity, but yeah, he did enough to get mentioned in the match report by Wigan Athletic, so we'll see how it goes. Now he did have it looks like nearly a full season for Welling United in the 2020-21 season, so that would have been last season. I know Dan from Lions TV watches Welling every now and then. Maybe he knows about him. Maybe he can let us all know. Well, I imagine this week he'll be taking a bit of a break. So, but yeah, that was one of the trialists. Is Kareem Isiaka. This is Isiaka. We're gonna have like Isikia. So we don't know, but there's now is this a result of now 3 trialists there? Is this a result of Alex Aldridge coming back to the club? Is he already working on bringing players in? Because it would be, does seem a bit weird to be trialing players in March, to be honest with you. You usually do that pre-season or just as the season started. You're not really at the end of the season that you're doing that, but hey ho, we don't really know. So there you have it. The under-23s played today. They lost 3-1 at Wigan Athletic, which, to be honest, is a pretty poor result. Wigan not doing too well in their league, they're right at the bottom. And to be honest, we're not really doing much in our league either. We had an amazing home form, absolutely poor away form, and then it's kind of just tailed off. Now, moving on now to the official club website, and they have been moving some things around, and it looks like the last 4 under-23 games are all at stadiums. They've moved the last 3 home games to the Den. I don't know if it's part of this recast thing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening there, but they've obviously all lined it up there. Maybe it is to do with recast, as they're trying to get people to tune into it. So they think, let's put some live games on there, that'll get people watching. Maybe, but and also the away game is scheduled to be at Bramall Lane. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. That's been like that for a while now. So there you have it. Now there is a game on Friday, March 25th. That's this Friday. It's a 1:30 kickoff. It's scheduled to be at the Den. Now all of these, they can all change lastminute.com. So don't plan too well far ahead. Look the day before, maybe even the day of, to see if it's still on. But Colchester United coming to the Den this Friday. Now, will we see some first teamers involved in that? Because obviously there's no game this week. It's international break. Now it's kind of a shame that the game's being played at lunchtime. I do wonder. Now I'm probably way off of this, but because it is international break, if they put this on Saturday at 3 o'clock at the Den, how many would watch it? How many would go? Would you get 500? Would you get 1,000? I don't know. How much would you get? Don't know if they put like a fundraiser attached to it in terms of ticket sales. Would you get more than that? Or even in terms of recast views, would you get more if you put it on Saturday at 3 o'clock? Even if people couldn't be bothered to travel all the way down to the Den to watch the game in person, how many? Now I imagine they couldn't. That's illegal to do that, isn't it? You're not allowed to transmit at 3 o'clock. So maybe if they did it Saturday at 12 o'clock, yeah, maybe if they did that and then put that on recast, how many views would that get? I imagine it will get a fair few, especially if you got first team players involved, coming back from injury, trying to get minutes, match minutes. But as far as it is now, it's scheduled to be at Friday lunchtime. So if you're around then, if you got a day off, if you're retired, if you just gonna not bother going into work that day, yeah, consider paying a trip down to Millwall. Maybe you can pop into the Lions store, because I believe it's Mother's Day this weekend, isn't it? Maybe you can pick up a pretty decent gift in the Lions store while you're down there. But so there you have it. Not a lot going on this week, and today has been about under-23s. God knows what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, but we will find out. So that's been it for this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.